Do you spend a lot of time worrying about things you can't control? At a recent competition, the Ironman 70.3 Indian Wells in California, my endurance was put to the test as always, but this time, so was my patience. Everything leading up to the race seemed to go wrong. The race was near Palm Springs, where the temperature is around 70 to 75 degrees, but the water temperature for the swim was between 50 to 60 degrees. Every competitor's wetsuit had to go through a decontamination process prior to the race, and during that time, somehow, mine got misplaced. The morning of the race, it was nowhere to be found among the 2,700 wetsuits. My friends were all nervous for me, but I had to remind myself, it was out of my control. I was prepared to just grin and bear it in the 50-degree water. I said, it'll either be a really fast swim or a really short swim. In the meantime, I decided to focus on what I could control. I put air on my bike tires and made sure my water bottles were full. Then, about a half hour before the start, they found my wetsuit. Now, it would be great if that was the only setback, but it wasn't. When I checked in the morning of the race, they had no timing chip for me. They had run out of them. My mind was racing, thinking, my family won't be able to track me and I won't get official stats. It was so deflating, but again, out of my control. I reminded myself that I have my Garmin watch, so it'll be on Strava, so it still counts. With just a few minutes before the start of the swim, they found me a chip. I grabbed it and literally ran into the lake to start the swim. I was so happy to dive into the 50-degree water in my wetsuit with my timing chip that it was one of my fastest swims ever. From there, I enjoyed the beautiful 56-mile bike through the desert and even made a new friend on the run course. All in all, it was a great race, and it turned out to be a great reminder about life. Things are going to happen that are out of our control. Markets go up and down. There's inflation, interest rates, global conflicts, and elections. You can't control it. And you can't let that affect you personally, causing you to make emotional decisions. They say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And I'll add, sometimes you have to make the leap into 50-degree water with or without a wetsuit.